Hey guys, it's Badass Drifter again, back with another Blockheads video. I know it's been a little while. I said I'd get it after the Forza video, but the deal is these iPhone videos are pretty hard to record, especially if you don't have the recording software playing as you play, and sometimes you won't know if it's recording or not. So I could shoot a whole 20-30 minute video without even knowing if it's recording or not. So I'm playing as the Zomblocks this time. I saw someone saying they should play against me. That sounds pretty fun. But on the level 1, I got the Tough and Carnivorous. With Carnivorous, it rapidly heals and permanently increases max HP with it when in combat, which is insane because it's almost always in combat unless it's getting blown up by rocket launchers. And Tough is also nice too because it increases the protection. Alright, so starting off with the different blocks that the Zomblocks have. They have these spawn totems, so and energy wards and stuff that can only be stacked on the top of the node that you're building on. You can't actually build a base. So these energy wards are nice, but it also reduces the combat for the Zomblocks themselves. So it's a double-edged sword, but it's nice because it can reduce the health from the other enemy heroes. Here we got my hero battling the other just to get the levels up. You can see the levels on the right, level 3 and level 5 are locked. So once I get to level 5, I'll be able to soak up nearby friendly health and add it to my character along with damage. So the Frenzy also increases speed. I know it doesn't say it, but I'll use it a lot during the video just to get from place to place and kill the guys with rocket launchers and whatnot. Gonna go ahead and build a couple more stacks. Those spawn totems are really nice whenever you need more and more troops out, because whenever you're trying to get across water or terrain as far as hills, I don't have any ranged Zomblocks here. They're all gonna hit with their fists or chew their arm off or something. So the more nodes I can get to keep them alive, such as the healing totems that I'm placing right now, most likely they'll be able to get to the target. So I need to get my hero leveled up, so if I can run him over to the enemy hero, I can go ahead and get him to level 2 hopefully. See here we have the terrain. See how he's having to climb down, he can't just jump down. That's what'll make this the Frenzy nice. It also increases damage, but also increases the damage taken. Alright, now I'm going to look for an example of a Zomblock in action. So with the Carnivorous, you can see as his HP goes up, he's also rapidly healing. Look at this guy. He's getting shot by all 3 dudes. And he still isn't losing that much health. He's gaining health at the same time while attacking. So it gets pretty good, especially after a while. You'll see I'll have one with almost 1,000 HP, and I'm sure I could have found one later on that's not a giant. And a giant spawns with around 300 HP. So if you think about the giants with, see now I have the level 2 barracks. We'll have the giants with Carnivorous as well. The giants are a little slower too though, so they won't get as much action. Here, I should have went with jumpers, probably near the end. Here we can get my guy to level 3. Awesome. So that'll allow my units to take almost no damage from ranged weapons. And that comes in real handy whenever you're dealing with the humans in this case, because they're all using ranged. I don't think I saw any with the sword, or except for the hero, and here you can see I'm hitting them with a gun, and that's only because they're too close. They'll shoot them from a distance if they can. Alright, everything seems to be pretty good. The heroes are getting knocked out, and the good thing about the heroes is they take a while to kill, so it'll allow for my Zomblocks to surround them and increase their HP and damage over time. Actually, I don't think it's damage. I'll have to see this again, but it may be just the HP. So the fear totem that I just placed down, you can see all my units now have a fog around them, and it makes it harder for ranged combat or like enemies to hit them. So it makes it real nice when battling these guys. Not only do I have an ability to reduce the damage from ranged, but I also have the fog to prevent, or it causes them to miss a majority of the time when dealing with ranged anyways. So I really need to get my hero to level 5, that way he can soak up as much damage as possible. You can see his health right now is 840 at the top. And you can see some of the Zomblocks, even that one's a giant, but this one's smaller. He has almost as much as the giant. And they're gonna exceed my hero, who is now level 4. Alright, let's see if we can find a stronger one. I don't think so. Let's see if we can add a resurrection totem. Those are nice because sometimes it'll take, I think it's a third or a fourth of the units that die and respawn them automatically. Let's see if we can get my hero over here, but oh, well, this is the healing action. So we can see that he's not quite dying, and he survives because another unit got to him. Alright, now that my Brox is level 3, we'll start spawning the third unit, which also has multiply and regenerate. The multiply will allow them to constantly or continuously spawn a basic troop around them, and then the regenerate allows them to rapidly regenerate their or don't use regenerate in the regenerate description. Anyways, basically give them their health back rapidly. Let's get my hero over here. Hopefully get him to level 5 based off this combat. Doesn't looks like we're gonna have to kill a few more units before it gets to level 5. You can see it jumped a little bit there after he got the final hit on the other hero. And that's the other thing that isn't good with having so many units, is that a little unit could perhaps get the last hit on an enemy hero, and then you won't have oh, look at that, my hero's level 5. Anyways, the smaller units could get the last hit on the enemy hero, and my hero won't get as much XP from it. Go ahead and place down this blast ward. Those are pretty nice because they explode, and I believe it has a chance to poison, unless that's the last one, which is the acid geyser or something. Let's go ahead and use up my material in the top right. Yep, there we go. There it went off. I don't think this one has the poison. I think it's the last one that has the poison. But now that my hero's level 5, we can start soaking up the hit points from nearby units, which will become very helpful in the future. So as you can see, I'm going to use the frenzy here to make him sprint on over to the enemy hero. I believe I use it here. Yep. So you can see he gained some speed. Go ahead and the enemy hero still is level 2, so gonna die here in a second. Yeah, we just gained a little bit of XP, and that's the nice thing about having so many hit points, is that you can sprint on over and do a ton of damage. Go ahead and use the frenzy again here, I believe. You want to make sure you use it while it's on the flat land. That way he can sprint across and have to climb over stuff. You can see there I actually use the HP gain, so it absorbs from friendly units. You can see that my hero's HP is at 1500 now. Go ahead and grab some more material from these nodes. I say nodes because I've been playing Rust recently, so, which is a lot of fun, but I don't think it's worth recording unless I'm going to do a base build or something. We'll see. So here I am looking for the health points of different Zomblocks, and that one's a giant, which is 340 as you saw. This one's a regular one at 740, 50 health. It's insane. And that's just from being in combat. That's more than the enemy hero. So the good thing, so the absorb power. So I used a frenzy there because I was already maxed out. But you want to be around as many friendlies as you can to get the most value from your absorb. You can see there I absorbed it from all the units around me, and now my HP is at 3200. Just a second ago we were at half that. So things look pretty good. I know that the biggest problem comes when the enemies start getting the rocket launchers, because what happens is they shoot them at the friendly units, and it has a splash type deal that knocks enemies back. We can see with the blast ward, it's knocking the units back over on where the map is. Well, he got blown up, but it knocks him around, and you can't get to the damage because we're not ranged units, so we have to get all the way to the enemy to hit them with the fist or sword or whatever it may be, and it knocks the units around, and you can't necessarily get in combat to regenerate your health and gain more HP. So I think that's the biggest flaw with the Zomblocks. As far if you're using this method, I think you could go around this with using the jumping ones or experimenting with different types of abilities on the units themselves. So here we go. I'm repairing by using some of the material I have. You don't want those to get destroyed, or all of the blocks on top of that node will no longer be useful. So it's good to repair your stations. Just letting things go on for a little bit, let you listen along. So you can see my guys within all those people, and we got so many hit points now. It's just insane. I think we're gonna pass as many Barrock's hit points, twice that. I believe we almost are twice that. Yeah. Go and capture this last node and build a couple more blocks here in a minute. Go and get the resurrection totem. Oh, looks like we can't build any more of that. Put some more spawn totems. Oh, can't afford it anymore. The more spawning totems, the more it'll spawn into the Barrock's level 1 unit. So those are nice. The only thing is that they're new, and so they won't have as many hit points as the ones that have been developed over time. So as you saw earlier, the 1,000 point, hit point. Oh, looks like that's getting hurt. I'm going to repair that. But the 1,000 point Zomblocks, they won't get killed because they're going to constantly gain more and more hit points. But the ones that are just spawning now, they'll only have around 60 hit points. So if they get hit by a sniper or whatever it may be, they'll be useless against the much larger enemies. Got my hero to level 10. We are now over the twice the maximum of the Barrock's HP, and that's not always the greatest thing, because let's say my hero goes down, my Barrock's is completely vulnerable. So and there's nothing I can really do about it. You can't increase the HP on your barracks. You can see here they have miniguns, all 3 miniguns on this one Zomblock, and he wasn't dying because of the healing totems, which is really nice, and the fog. Everything multiplies on top of each other. Go ahead and get the absorb again. Oof. Awesome. If you can see there, the hero HP is actually higher than the maximum, 5358, when the maximum is 5357. That's interesting. If anyone knows the deal on that. Another resurrection totem here. Oh, looks like we can't build anymore. I could choose maybe a blast ward, or oh, there's the acid geyser. Yeah, we'll do blast ward just to knock them off that mountain, hopefully. That way my units don't have to climb all the way up there. Let's go ahead. I think we can one-shot this hero. Boom! Look at that. Didn't even have to really try. Just ran over there and sliced him in half. Level 11 now, and the enemy heroes are only level 2 and 3. There's one in the distance. I can't see his level. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, this is a voiceover. I can't necessarily, level 5, but I can't necessarily record my voice at the same time while I'm playing, as the Adobe Premiere Elements I had on my computer that allowed me to edit most of my videos is no longer working with my graphics card, as it's too updated, according to Adobe, which is ridiculous. I think they're just trying to get me to buy the newer version, which at the moment, I don't feel like paying another $200 for. If there's any other video editing softwares out there that you guys recommend, I would gladly have a look at whatever you have to suggest. So go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Oh man, that that hero got sliced in half. As you can see now, the enemy heroes are actually now spawning as units. The yellow unit that I just killed. And also, we have the rocket launchers coming. So once the rocket launchers are engaged in the hand-to-hand combat, melee or melee, whichever one you like to say, they can no longer shoot their rocket launcher because it's too close for them. As long as we can keep them under control, we should be good. Level 5 hero over there getting swarmed. You can see here the Zomblock is getting shot and hit by all the different enemies, and he's still going thanks to Carnivorous. Gonna absorb. Oh, doesn't look like I got anything from that. Wasn't even around any friendlies. So just make sure you're around friendlies, so that way the absorb actually means something. Otherwise, you're just wasting your hero's abilities. Let's see here. We can probably use a frenzy to get across over to that or kill the. It looks like actually we have some rocket launchers forming over here. I should probably send my hero over there to deal. Oh my! We have a lot more spawning. I'll probably prepare this healing totem. Oh, we just lost a healing totem. That's not good. Okay, so oh, I'm pressing target here, not the repair. There we go. Repair, not target. Alright, I should really be focusing on the rocket launcher guys. That's going to become a problem. You can see he's knocking back my hero. Uh-oh. Got more and more rocket launcher guys. And negate the damage and hopefully increase the speed, but that's not really making a difference in this case. There's so many rocket launchers around that you can't get anywhere. Let's see my guy here. Oh, we almost got that one. We got one, got two, got three. Oh, we just need to get to these ones. Come on. Oh, we're getting knocked around so much. It's insane. I don't think we're going to be able to get over there. No, this isn't good. My guy can't travel anywhere. He's getting knocked back by so many rocket launchers. We should have went over there when we first saw them. Oh no. This isn't good. Maybe I should run. Oh, too late. Oh geez. 60-second timer on my hero. That's not good. Oh no, they're destroying the nodes. This may be farewell. I know it's farewell. I played this just before I'm recording my voice here. Sadly, this is where we get blown up. We can see that most of the hand-to-hand combat guys are on the other side of the map, and we lose our base. It wasn't the most productive fight. We lost 741 units to only kill 843. We lost almost 50 blocks. We got some good material, rare material, and we now have 5,000. So what I want to hear from you guys is what I should buy next. We have the Brute and Radioactive. The Brute is a hulking creature, which is one that I will probably go for. You can read the descriptions as I go through. Feel free to pause. There's a lot that I can buy. I haven't completed the campaign for the Blockoids or another one, but they get kind of boring after a while. I like the Endless. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want me to go back through the campaigns and maybe complete the other two, let me know. I can do that. And buy the Striker over here. I'm not a big fan of him because he has to get so close to the enemy. Not very ranged or at all. I mean, can be nice. We have the Engineer. I've already bought the Scout. Scout's alright. More of a campaign player though, not so much Endless. For Go Blocks, we have Digger and Gunner to buy. Gunner's pretty cool with the gun he has. Out of all of them though, I think I would go with the Zomblock Brute. Let me know what you guys would want me to buy. Whichever one I guess gets the most votes, I'll go ahead and get. Other than that, it was a great play. You guys go ahead and take care, and I'll see you next time on the next video. Bye bye.